Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you. Coming back at you with some breaking news. Come on in. I got some bad news for you guys, especially you sports fans. I just got an email that is very bad news for all of you sports fans, and even bad news for you guys that like Tom Hanks, the actor. Um, got bad news, you guys. There is. It's in regards to the Golden Gophers. I'm sorry, the Utah Jazz and the basketball NBA's this year. From the CNN News, they have canceled all games today after a player on the Utah Jazz preliminary tested positive for the COVID-19, the coronavirus. The league said that play would be suspended until further notice. The test results was reported shortly prior to tip-off on today's game. This night, Wednesday night's game between the Utah Jazz and the Oklahoma City Thunder. According to a spokesman from the NBA, in a statement that they made, the game canceled immediately. The affected player was not in the arena at the time of the cancellation. The NBA also announced that it would be using the hiatus to determine next steps to move by the NBA is the biggest to date in response to concerns about spreading the coronavirus. Earlier today, the NCAA said it would restrict attendance at the upcoming March Madness basketball tournaments to staff and family. Reporters at the Jazz Thunder game tweeted that the entire stadium was completely empty, and both teams were still in the locker rooms while the Jazz bench area was cleaned. The suspension of the NBA season follows an attendance. Followed by an announcement. Golden State Warriors that they would be playing a game on Thursday night without fans, and the NBA playoffs are set to start mid-April. But from my understanding with that is that also those games could possibly be canceled. Oh Jesus, this is a big one, you guys. Let's see what else they're saying. I get the tweets into my phone, so that's where I'm reading it from. And it's also saying that the National Hockey League said in a statement that it is aware of the NBA's decision tonight to indefinitely suspend its season due to a player testing positive for the coronavirus. The NHL is continuing to consult with medical experts and is evaluating the options. We expect to have a further update tomorrow. The league said in a statement, the NHL is scheduled to start its postseason in April 4th. So they're going to keep a watch out for that as well to see if they're going to be having those hockey games coming up, and which is they're highly doubtful about that. And LeBron James is saying that he won't play games without fans amid the coronavirus concerns. And this is out of Los Angeles. It says LeBron James raised his eyebrows about the subject because of concerns about the novel coronavirus continuing to spread around the world. The NBA sent a memo on Friday to all 30 teams about the need to prepare for possibly playing games behind closed doors. We play games without the fans, James said. Incredulously, following the Los Angeles Lakers win over the Milwaukee Bucks on Friday at Staples Center. Um, he said, "Nah, it's impossible. It actually is possible. There are intimate fans to postpone or have any closed door Lakers and Clippers games at Staples Center, including a crosstown matchup on Sunday." Staples Center officials set up varying sanitizer stations throughout the arena during the recent games this week, but multiple NBA team executives told USA Today Sports they have considered playing behind closed doors as a last resort contingency plan. The NBA also reminded teams that any decision to postpone or cancel games need to come from the league office. And LeBron James said, "I ain't playing." Of any potential NBA game without fans, I ain't got the fans in the crowd. That's who I play for. I play for my teammates. I play for the fans. That's what it's all about. If I show up to an arena and there are no fans there, I ain't playing. They can do what they want to do. Should the NBA host any games behind closed doors or cancel them, they lose revenue from the potentially refunded tickets and concession sales. If the NBA postpones games, it would also face a logistical hurdle to reschedule them. The NBA playoffs starts on April 18th, and it has already experienced challenges with rescheduling the Lakers Clippers games that was postponed on January 26th, 2 days after the death of Kobe Bryant. Um, um, let's see, there is a death that has occurred. Um, the actor Tom Hanks and his wife, I'm sorry, not deaths, I'm sorry. I don't mean to put that on this man or his wife, but actor Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson were both diagnosed with the coronavirus. Actor Tom Hanks says he and his wife, actress Rita Wilson, have been diagnosed with coronavirus. In a statement posted to Instagram, Hanks said he and his wife were traveling to Australia when they were tested after exhibiting symptoms like tiredness, body aches, chills, and slight fevers. Well, now, what do they do next? The medical officials have protocols that must be followed. We Hanks will be tested, observed, and isolated for as long as the public health and safety requires. Um, it says not much more to it than a one day at a time approach. So he wrote, um, a representative for the Hanks committed the news to CNN. They confirmed that information, and no one had an additional comment. Warner Brothers confirmed the actor was in Australia doing a pre-production work on a film about singer Elvis Presley. We are working closely with the appropriate Australian health agencies to identify and contact anyone who may have come in contact with the individual, Warner Brothers said in a statement. The health and safety of our company members is always our top priority. We are taking precautions to protect everyone who works on our productions around the world. Hanks is set to play Presley's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, in the film. Actor Austin Butler is playing Presley. Baz Luhrmann is going to direct. Hanks said he and his wife will keep the world posted and updated. According to the World Health Organization, there are currently more than 120 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Australia. Oh, Jesus, guys. This is big news. Tom Hanks is one of my favorite comedian actors, and I would hate to have something like this to happen to him, and should he pass away or his wife. So let's keep him and his family in your prayers at this time, that everything should go okay for them. Um, This is just throwing me for a loop here. Um, Pasadena has confirmed its first coronavirus in LA County, which makes it hit up to 29. Um, in Southern California, updates the first death, new case reported in Los Angeles County. And this just came in to me. Said the health officials announced the first coronavirus death in Los Angeles County and several new cases, including Pasadena, raising the county total number of cases to 28 as the pandemic grows. The first confirmed death was a woman who was visiting Los Angeles County, according to the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health. In Pasadena, health officials confirmed the first case of novel coronavirus Wednesday afternoon. According to the Pasadena Public Health Department, the patient is a resident and was known to have close contact with a confirmed case outside of Pasadena. The patient has been in quarantine since the exposure occurred and is recovering. Earlier today in Los Angeles, health officials said the patient who died was a woman in her 60s who was visiting friends and had extensive travel over the last month, including a long layover in South Korea. There are also 6 new positive cases of the coronavirus, including 3 people who are household contacts. Of previously confirmed cases involving a Los Angeles County resident, one of those new patients is hospitalized. The other cases included 2 people who recently traveled. One person is a county resident who traveled to France and returned home ill. The other resident traveled to a religious conference out of state and was close contact of someone at the conference who subsequently tested positive for COVID-19. And also one resident with no known travel or close contact exposure, presumed to be the second case of community-acquired infection. The person is also hospitalized. The total number of corona cases reported for Los Angeles County is now 27, including 3 cases in Long Beach on Monday. Health officials continue to monitor the number of confirmed cases in Southern California, as concerned residents are already beginning to experience the impact of the pandemic on their daily lives. The current number of novel coronavirus cases across the Southland of California are Los Angeles County, 28 confirmed cases; Orange County, 5 cases confirmed, 2 presumptive; Riverside County, 6 confirmed cases; San Bernardino County has 0; San Diego County has 1; and Ventura County has 1 confirmed case. The Coachella Stagecoach Festivals has been postponed to October, so they're not going to be held anytime soon. There will take place October 9th through 11th and October 16th through the 18th. And Stagecoach will take place October 23rd to the 25th of October. Oh gosh. It's just so much in here, you guys. As I scroll, I'm getting so much of what's going on with the corona. It's unbelievable. If you guys will see what I get. The basketball player that was tested positive, name was Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert. President Trump gave a speech 26 minutes ago on the coronavirus, and I'm going to read parts of what he had to say. He started off with his usual, "My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that has started in China and now is spreading throughout the world. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic. We have been in frequent contact with our allies, and we are marshaling the full power of the federal government and the private sector to protect the American people. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. I am confident that by counting and continuing to take these tough measures, we will significantly reduce the threat to our citizens, and we will ultimately and expeditiously defeat the virus. From the beginning of time, nations and people have faced unforeseen challenges, including large scale and very dangerous health threats. This is the way it always was and always will be. It only matters how you respond, and we are responding with a great speed and professionalism. Our team is the best anywhere in the world. At the very start of the outbreak, we instituted sweeping travel restrictions on China and put in place the first federally mandated quarantine in over 50 years. We declared a public health emergency and issued the highest level of travel warning on other countries as the virus spread its horrible infection. And taking early intense action, we have seen dramatically fewer cases of the virus in the United States than are now present in Europe. The European Union failed to take the same precautions and restrict travel to China and other hotspots. As a result, a large number of new clusters in the United States were seeded by travelers from Europe. After consulting with our top government health professionals, I have decided to take several strong but necessary actions to protect the health and well-being of all Americans. To keep new cases from entering our shores, we will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. The new rules will go into effect Friday at midnight. These restrictions will be adjusted subject to conditions on the ground. There will be exemptions for Americans who have undergone appropriate screenings, and these prohibitions will not only apply to the tremendous amount of trade and cargo, but various other things as we get approval. Anything coming from Europe to the United States is what are discussing. These restrictions will also not apply to the United Kingdom. At the time, we are monitoring the situation in China and South Korea, and as well as their situation improves, we will reevaluate the restrictions and warnings that are currently in place for a possible early opening. Earlier this week, I met with the leaders of health insurance industry who have agreed to waive all co-payments for coronavirus treatments, extend insurance coverage to these treatments, and to prevent surprise medical billing. We are cutting massive amounts of red tape to make antiviral therapies available in record time. These treatments will be significantly reduce the impact and reach of the virus. It's about time he started doing something, but that is not enough. He can do more, a lot more, because there are people that will not be able to go to work. There are people that will have to have their children out of school. There are people that are on fixed incomes and they spend all of their money on their bills and everything else. A lot of people don't have money to buy all the necessary stuff that they need. Like, people need face masks, people need gloves, people need cleaning supplies. People need to have things, adequate food. There's not enough food in their household, and they spend all that they have. And if you have a paycheck, you live paycheck per paycheck. You may have spent all your money for the rent, and then you're thinking you're going to get a check in 2 weeks. You're not working, so how are you going to buy food? They need to figure out a way. They should give a stimulus to people, that have children, or people with health issues, people on fixed incomes. give them care packages or something. Go to the door and, hey, here's some cleaning stuff. Here's some food. They need to do that instead of just for the people that are quarantined, because there's more things going on with people other than being quarantined. So additionally, last week I signed into law an 8.3 billion funding to help CDC and other government agencies fight the virus and support vaccines, treatments, and distribution of medical supplies. Okay, he's helping with medical supplies. What about food? What about kids that need to eat? What about kids that need to have schooling? They're at home, they're not going to school. What about that? What about it? What about people that are in college that can't finish their education? But some of those people are able to do that online. Everybody don't have computers to do it. These kids out here, what about the kids in the hoods? Underprivileged kids. They don't have computers. A lot of people don't have computers to do that. What are they going to do? The vast majority of Americans, the risk is very, very low. Young and healthy people can expect to recover fully and quickly if they should get the virus. The highest risk is for the elderly population with underlying health conditions. The elderly population must be very, very careful. In particular, we are strongly advising that nursing homes for the elderly suspend all medically unnecessary visits. In general, older Americans should avoid non-essential travel in crowded areas. My administration is coordinating directly with communities with the largest outbreaks, and we have issued guidance on school closures, social distancing, and reducing large gatherings. Smart action today will prevent the spread of the virus tomorrow. Every community faces different risks, and it is critical for you to follow the guidelines of your local officials who are working closely with our federal health experts, and they are the best. For all Americans, it is essential that everyone take extra precautions and practice good hygiene. Each of us has a role to play in defeating this virus. Wash your hands, clean often used surfaces, cover your face and mouth if you sneeze or cough, and most of all, if you are sick or not feeling well, stay home. And that's easy for him to say. Some people still have to go to work because they have a family to support. They have children that they have to support. They have bills to pay. Are you going to pay people's rents? Are you going to pay people's mortgage? Are you going to pay for people's car payments, their insurance, your light, your gas, your water, your phone, your cable? Are you going to pay any of these things for people? To ensure that working Americans impacted by the virus can stay home without fear of financial hardship, I will soon be taking emergency action, which is unprecedented, to provide financial relief. This will be targeted for workers who are ill, quarantined, or caring for others due to coronavirus. I will be asking Congress to take the legislative action to extend this relief. Because of economic policies that we have put into place over the last 3 years, we have the greatest economy anywhere in the world by far. Our banks and financial institutions are fully capitalized and incredibly strong. Our unemployment is at a historic low. This vast economic prosperity gives us flexibility, reserves, and resources to handle any threat that comes our way. This is not a financial crisis. This is just a temporary moment of time that we will overcome together as a nation and as a world. However, to provide extra support for American workers, families, and businesses, tonight I am announcing the following additional actions. I am instructing the Small Business Administration to exercise available authority to provide capital and liquidity to firms affected by the coronavirus. Effective immediately, the SBA will begin providing economic loans in affected states and territories. These low interest loans will help small businesses overcome temporary economic disruptions caused by the virus. To this end, I am asking Congress to increase funding for this program by an additional $50 billion. I don't know what I would think about that, you guys, because what about the people if you have a home-based business and you don't have any employees? You are your own employee. Like me, I have my own business. I have no employees. Everything I do is off online. So when I started my business, I didn't take out a loan. I started with my own money, and everything I make is coming from online. So, you know, I'm kind of up in the air on this one. Using emergency authority, I will be instructing the Treasury Department to defer tax payments without interest or penalties for certain individuals and businesses negatively impacted. This action will provide more than $200 billion of additional liquidity to the economy. Finally, I am calling on Congress to provide Americans with immediate payroll tax relief. Hopefully, they will consider this very strongly. We are at a critical time in the fight against the virus. We made a life-saving move with early action on China. Now we must take the same action with Europe. We will not delay. I will never hesitate to take any necessary steps to protect the lives, health, and safety of the American people. I will always put the well-being of America first. I say bullshit. Excuse my language for anybody. He is only stepping in to take this necessary measures now because he was at a meeting with a lot of dignitaries and congressmen, and he came in contact with a person. He shook a person's hand that had the coronavirus, and he didn't find out until he was on Air Force One because one of the representatives of the cabinets, I can tell you his name because I keep everything wrote down. It was one of the Representative Getz, and another representative. They were at a meeting, and there was a guy they said that had coronavirus, and they had to go and get tested for coronavirus, which made the president have to go get tested for the coronavirus, and he refused. The president refused to go get tested, and he said he spoke to the White House, the doctor, and the doctor told him that if he wasn't having, don't worry about it, he should be fine. He said, yes, I'm not having any symptoms, I'm not having any signs, so why should I go get tested? You dumbass, you should go get tested like everybody else get tested. If you come in contact with somebody else, you don't know if today you'll have it. You may not have symptoms tomorrow, you may have symptoms next week, and you're out here in other people's faces talking, your mist coming out of your mouth, or you sneeze or something, that's going on to other people, so you're spreading it just as well as somebody else is. And I think you may be doing this shit deliberately. Excuse me, y'all, but I'm getting a little bit teed off here. It goes on to say, if we are vigilant and we can reduce the chance of infection, which we will significantly impede the transmission of the virus. The virus will not have a chance against us. No nation is more prepared or more resilient than the United States. We have the best economy, the most advanced health care, the most talented doctors, scientists, and researchers anywhere in the world. that's bullshit too, because those doctors over in China are very well skilled and trained. That's where the coronavirus came from. So you think they don't have a cure for it? They know what the hell they're doing. The doctor who was there with it when it came out, they let that man die. We are all in this together. We must put politics aside. Stop the partisanship and unify together as one nation and one family. You ain't no damn family of mine. If you is, I like to bust you in the head with a rock. As history has proven time and time again, Americans always rise to the challenge and overcome adversity. If he was my family, y'all, I wouldn't even want, I think I'd just give up on my whole family. I'd just throw the whole damn family away. I wouldn't even want no more family if this man was my family. Our future remains brighter than anyone can imagine. Acting with compassion and love, we will heal the sick, care for those in need, help our fellow citizens, and emerge from this challenge stronger and more united than ever before. God bless you and bless America. Thank you. You know, this man, he could have kept this bullshit, because I don't believe nothing he say. Y'all, this man done pissed me off. I'm telling you, if that man was right here, I'd probably kick him. Kick his ass. Hey D. Hi Lisa. The incubation, no, is 14 days, Lisa. But now they're telling some people to be prepared just in case for an entire month. Hey Keita. Yes, D, we are in Revelations, y'all. That's why I say excuse my mouth. But, you know, when I get mad, I go. So now's the time, you know, they're taking away. You can't travel. You can't go out of town to visit your families. You're quarantined to your house for 2 weeks. You can't go to work. Your kids can't go to school. You have no money. You won't have no food. So what does that mean? You're gonna starve. You're left in your house to die. Nobody will know. Your elderly are not being cared for. I thank God that my mother and my father and my aunties, all my older generation, I have one uncle. My uncle is like 95. This is my mother's only surviving brother. My mother's deceased, and he's the last one left out of their generation. Like I said, my uncle is 95 years old. I'm worried to death about him. That uncle's in Ohio. I tried calling him and couldn't get an answer. I tried calling my cousin, didn't get an answer there. I know my uncle has health issues, so I'm praying to God that he makes it and he's okay. But now I am the older generation, and you know, I'm in my mid-50s. So they're saying people with underlying health conditions. I have underlying health conditions. It's not as extreme as other people's, but you know, with me having high blood pressure, they say people with high blood pressure could be at risk, but it's not as severe as somebody that has COPD or emphysema, somebody that has cancer, somebody that's older, somebody that has had heart attacks, somebody has bad lungs. It's just a number of things, and it's just scary now. So you guys stay in prayer, keep your heads up, keep in contact. If you have people that you contact, keep in contact with them so they know you're okay. D kind of scared me today because she said she went some with rodeo down there where she lives and came in contact. Well, she didn't come in contact with him, but there was a guy there that was confirmed with the coronavirus. So she said she woke up not feeling too hot and she was sniffling. Then it kind of scared us, so we kind of worried about her. But just keep each other lifted up in prayer and pray our way through this, y'all. That's all we can do is pray our way through, and the good Lord up above looking out for us and will carry us through this if we just stand on His word, stand on His promise. But don't be no fool. Do like they ask you to do. You keep your antibacterial lotion, wash your hands. I'm gonna wash my whole body because I be outside. I don't want nobody coughing, sneezing on me. Use your antibacterial soap. Keep your mask. That's one. I got a different kind. I have an N95 mask. I couldn't find an N99, so that N95 will work. And I'm gonna put me some paper towels. Fold me some paper towels behind that bad buddy and put that mask on and go. If I got it, like I seen a lady, she put plastic bag and duct tape all over herself. If I got a plastic bag and duct tape myself when I go outside, then you can call me the duct tape queen and call me Trash Can Annie. I don't care. I talked to my constituent, Tanique Reviews. Tanique went out and got him a whole spacesuit, y'all. He said he got him a hazmat suit. Those are hard to come by. I had like 4 of them. I can't find them, but I'll make do with what I got because I don't necessarily have to go outside. I'm fully stocked in my house. Everything I need is in here. My dogs go outside to use the bathroom. Don't know other dogs come in my yard, so I don't need nobody knocking on my door. I just have to call my brothers if they need something. I have one brother. He just came home from the hospital. He has COPD. He just came home from the hospital with pneumonia. But if he need anything, I'm taping myself up, taking what he need, come back home, spray myself down, cut my way out my stuff, come on back in the house. Go to my other brother's house, same thing. But as far as that, I'll video chat with my son, my grandsons, my other brothers and sisters that's in another part of the state. I'll video chat with them, but hey, how you doing? See, you gotta go. I'm not going to their house. You video chat with me. And I hope everybody who needs the bills, their money for their bills, I hope y'all can wait until whenever they say this all clear, we can go outside. Otherwise, I'll pay for it off my card. If I can't pay for it on my card, you won't get paid until they said it's safe for us to go. Because you won't see me nowhere. I'm not going. Nope, sorry. Oh. So did your nose stop running and clogging up or whatever it was doing? That little noise that you do, D. My sister drives me crazy with that. And she was doing that in her ear and that noise. Oh, that drives me crazy. All right, D, you want to call in? Kitty, you want to call in? I'm here, you guys. Anybody want to call in? Just say prayers for Tom Hanks and his wife. That's a sad situation. Okay. Did you see about the basketball games, you guys? They're canceling the basketball games. D, your mama gonna get you. Wow. All right, you guys. Well, if you guys nobody wants to call in, I'm going to call it a night, and unless I get some more information, and I'll come back on and give you guys more information, let you know what's going on, how many more cases we got. So between, I guess, tonight and tomorrow, we'll wait and see. Yeah, it's for their safety, but we'll be all right. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Have a good one.